A number of celebrities, of course, are known to emphatically throw their support to the candidate of their choice. And an endorsement from one of the biggest stars on the planet is highly sought after, which is perhaps why Donald Trump reposted this fake image, suggesting he has the support of the one and only Taylor Swift. Important to note, Swift has not endorsed either candidate. We do have some real images, though, of Taylor Swift to share with you before we go. The superstar invited some of the survivors of that deadly knife attack on a children's dance class. It was, of course, a Taylor Swift-themed dance class in England. She invited them to join her backstage. And in a video posted to TikTok, Hope and Autumn can be seen here posing. I think my colleague Elizabeth Wagmeister is with us now with a little bit more on what we're seeing. Elizabeth, so good to see you and to have you here in New York, even though we're separated by studios. So talk to me more about what Taylor Swift did in those moments. I'm sure she wanted to have them there, but that can also be tricky, I know.
Yes, absolutely. As we see, Taylor Swift is really always there for her fans. And after that tragic attack, she wanted to be there for her fans. But that brings us to these fake AI images that Trump reposted of Taylor Swift and her fans, who, of course, are known as the Swifties. Now, if you look at those images there, they're not all fake, but the majority is fake. The image of the one woman, the blonde woman there, that is actually a real photo. But the rest of them, especially the one of Taylor Swift, is fake. Now, as you said, Erica, it's important to note that Taylor Swift has not made any endorsement for any candidate this cycle, but also she has spoken out about Trump in the past and her disdain for him, to be quite frank. So it is peculiar that Trump is posting this, but the woman in the real photo has spoken out, and she says that the media is missing the mark there. By putting all the focus on the fake AI images, they are missing out on the fact that there are many Swifties who hold conservative views, who are there for Trump. And yes, of course, while that is true, it does appear that the Trump campaign is now trying to capitalize off of Swift's major fan base, because we heard from Trump's campaign spokesperson, and I want to read you what they said, Erica. They say, quote, "Swifties for Trump is a massive movement that grows bigger every single day." So them giving an on-the-record statement there is interesting because, again, while there are certainly Swifties for Trump, I don't know if it's correct to say that there is a huge movement. What the huge movement is actually is the Swifties for Kamala, which is a group that organically formed the night after President Biden stepped aside and endorsed Vice President Harris. That is a group that has around 60,000 followers on X. They have been raising money for the Harris Walls campaign.
It's fascinating, too, because we always see there's always the question of how much do these celebrity endorsements, if you have them, how much do they really matter? And I know you've been digging into that, and it turns out they can have an impact.
They can, yes. I exclusively reported on a study from Harvard for us in the past few weeks. And that Harvard study says that celebrities can move the needle, particularly for young voters. And we know that young voters are going to be key this election because there are many first-time voters. Now, Taylor Swift specifically has proven that she has a big impact, because in the last election, when she simply just posted and said, "Go vote," this wasn't even her endorsement, because she did endorse the Biden-Harris campaign last time, but when she simply said, "Go vote," the organization vote.org saw the biggest surge in a single day that they had ever seen with new voter registration.
Wow. I mean, that is saying something to the power of Taylor Swift. Elizabeth, good to see you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
David, I'm going to put you on the spot here. Trump also posted these fake AI images suggesting that Taylor Swift or the Swifties have endorsed him. That's obviously not true. She is, in fact, endorsing the Democrats very likely this time around.
No, I think he says he'll take the endorsement from the people. He'll take, listen, Swifties.
Well, there is an image there that says Taylor wants you to vote for Donald Trump.
Yeah, that's probably not true.
Yeah,
the one on the right,
I
don't think so.
Listen, I'm not so sure who created that one on the right, but the one on the left, no, listen, I am sure.
You're not shaking this one off, David.
Listen, I'm not
good one, Jim. Look at
sorry, bud.
you.
Sorry.
That's a pretty good.
Yeah, I did.
Somebody gave that to you. I know. Listen,
writing.
Swifties are not monolithic, is my guess. They represent a wide swath of America, right? They're red state, blue state people, and so I'm sure there's a large group of Swifties that are Swifties for Trump. And
there's a new rule in politics:
maybe not
don't
so
piss
large.
off the Swifties.
No, you don't want to make them up. Listen.
There's probably one or two for Trump.
We have a big tent. Welcome, Swifties.